Right now, severe storms continue to move through southern Wisconsin. We have team coverage live from some of the most impacted areas. It's all coming up on a late edition of News 3 Now at 6. Good evening. I'm Eric Franke.
And I'm Sarah Carlson.
We begin with the severe weather that has been moving across southern Wisconsin for much of the afternoon. Storms started popping up a few hours ago with reports of severe thunder and lightning, high winds, and quite a bit of hail.
That's right. We've been getting several pictures and videos from viewers of the storm. This is video from a storm tracker observing the damage right now in Mayville. You can see trees and debris littering the roads. Our weather team was the first to warn about this system last week, and we do have team coverage across southern Wisconsin monitoring all these storms as they make their way across and out of the area. Let's begin right now here in Madison, where Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington has the very latest. Alex, where is the storm now?
The storms are exiting the WISC viewing area. We have one lone severe thunderstorm warning yet for Dodge County until 6:45 p.m. and this is mostly for damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour near the Mayville area. I'm actually zoom on into that and look at our wind tracker. The strongest winds very likely now north and east heading up into Fond du Lac County. So that's good news for the Mayville areas. We have had a history in the Mayville area, the Horicon, the Juneau area. I'm going to put our past rotation on and see if that shows exactly what our story has been here in Dodge County, where we have had a confirmed damaging tornado that was first spotted just near the Juneau area, and then that moved through Juneau and then up towards the Horicon area and then through the Mayville area, producing damage. Meteorologist Blaze Keller, thank you for that dual coverage today. Could not have done this without you, given the extent of these warnings that had been stretching from the Camp Douglas clear to the Wisconsin-Illinois border. That's what a good team does. But now we're looking at picking up the pieces between Juneau, Horicon area and over towards the Mayville area. As we zoom on out here and take a look at the rest of southern Wisconsin, that area of showers and thunderstorms, luckily now, has progressed off towards the east. It's going to go out now over Lake Michigan. There are a few more cells in Dodge County that are trying to pop up as I relook at our radar here. But given that this area in Dodge County has had the severe weather, the confirmed tornadoes, this is likely rain-cooled air, and these thunderstorms will very likely dwindle as they move off towards the east. It has been a busy afternoon from approximately 3:45 p.m. all the way up till right now. We have been practically wall-to-wall with severe thunderstorm warnings, severe thunderstorms that first popped up over portions of Iowa and Sauk counties and then rapidly formed into tornado-producing supercells over Columbia County and then over towards Green Lake, Marquette counties, and then unfortunately the strongest of the tornadoes have been in Dodge County. And future tracks showing here again are clearing out as we move through the rest of the night. While we still have pieces to pick up in parts of southern Wisconsin, it should be a quiet night in southern Wisconsin. Some of the storm reports that we're just getting in right now, you're not seeing the tornado reports that have come in this evening, but a widespread amount of large hail. We've had numerous pictures as we were wall to wall from 3:45 this afternoon till right now, where we've had golf ball sized hail, baseball sized hail, and luckily again these storms are now pressing out of the WISC viewing area. Tornado watch still in effect for areas from I-39 and to the east. I do not expect any more thunderstorms to pop up at this point in time. Very likely we'll see the tornado watch trimmed very shortly, and that's the Storm Prediction Center in Oklahoma that dictates the canceling of the watches. So right now the threat has moved east. As we move past 8 p.m. the threat is over for all of southern Wisconsin. If you have any family or friends that are in the east part of the state heading towards the Milwaukee metropolitan area. Again, a very busy day on the first warn weather team. Friday, we transition towards breezy conditions, a chance of an isolated shower thunderstorm in the afternoon, and we got to keep an eye that one or two of those storms may be on the strong side as well. And we head towards a cooler and refreshing weekend ahead before rain chances build into the area as we go Tuesday into Wednesday. That'll be a good soaking rain, and we're not expecting severe weather at this time. So southern Wisconsin, the first warn weather team, we appreciate you sticking with us throughout the afternoon as we've been providing coverage from an afternoon of very dangerous and destructive storms.
Great job, Alex, you and Blaze throughout the afternoon. You're on the air a long time, keeping folks safe. We do have crews as well that have been out chasing this storm, if you will, into Juneau County. Armand Rahman and Maddie Heims are trying to get safely into those areas in Dodge County As Alex mentioned, Mayville, Horicon, Juneau, the county seat there of Dodge County, have all suffered some damage, and we will be finding that as well and reporting on that for our later newscast. Now, of course, you can always track your forecast on our First Warn weather app, hourly planners, road conditions, radar as well. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC weather. In other news, Rock County Emergency Management is changing its criteria for activating outdoor warning sirens. Those sirens will now sound when the National Weather Service issues a severe thunderstorm warning that carries a, quote, destructive tag. Now that tag means a storm can produce at least baseball-sized hail and or 80-mile-an-hour winds. The change comes nearly a month after hail battered southern Wisconsin, particularly the Evansville area.
And coming up on News 3 Now, a Cajun restaurant on Madison's east side is closing its doors for good.
When we come back, where the owner says she's closing this chapter of her life. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
A Cajun restaurant on Madison's east side is closing its doors for good.
Rue Beret is owned and operated by an expecting mom. Now she is closing this chapter after dealing with some pregnancy complications. Our Tanisha Shaw has more.
The only thing that we have left food-wise has been called Dibs On. It is our no shrimp egg rolls. They're for my best.
Rue Beret is a labor of love for Rebecca Ulrich.
These are what the egg rolls are, where they look like frozen. The inside is 3 different types of cheeses.
For the last 2 years, Ulrich ran the Cajun restaurant here in Madison all by herself.
There's a lot of people that are like, you do what now? You have no people? And I'm like, I have no people. It's just me. They're like, how?
Customers eventually became family.
Kids would come in here with their moms and dads on Saturday mornings. And it'd be like a little mini party, like donuts on Saturday mornings for the kids kind of situation, like I used to do with my kid.
It's her way of bringing her Louisiana roots to Madison.
Very family-oriented, very community-centered.
Now, she's opening a new chapter by closing down the restaurant.
It kind of sucks, not gonna lie, because I put so much work and effort into it, but I would much rather the health and safety of this baby than the health and safety of this baby.
Ulrich is 29 weeks pregnant and recently learned that her pregnancy is high risk.
So baby's fine, she's 100% fine, she's healthy, she's growing perfectly normal, but it's not doing good to my personal body. So it's, body's not doing great.
After announcing she's going to close the doors for good, hundreds of people sent love to Ulrich and helped buy the last of the food and supplies at Rue Beret.
I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm relieved, it's all of the feels, all of the emotions, all of the emotions doesn't begin to describe all of the emotions that I had.
Right now, Ulrich is unsure when or if she will reopen her restaurant here in Madison. She really wants to prioritize that time with her family. Reporting in Madison, Tanisha Shaw, News 3 Now.
Tanisha, thank you. There are still a few dishes and items that people can buy from the restaurant. Ulrich said that most of her supplies were sold over 2 days. Unbelievable.
One man's trash is another man's treasure. That is the mission statement of the Wisconsin Medical Project.
It's a nonprofit that sends used medical equipment across the world. Our Ellie La Liberté introduces us to one Madison man who's taking that effort into his own hands.
Looking at David Peterson's garage, you may think he's getting ready for a move. And while he is, it's probably not the type you're thinking of.
And I decided I just had to do something.
He's gathering medical supplies to send to Ukraine.
I've been to Ukraine 5 times now, beginning with my 2 USAID projects in the mid-90s. I made a lot of friends there. The surgeons there have a disrupted supply chain. They just don't get the things they need, and we're trying to fill that gap.
Peterson is filling that gap with gauze, surgical mesh, sutures, and more.
This is gold.
He gets the supplies from the Wisconsin Medical Project, a Madison-based nonprofit that sends the materials across the world.
We sent 6 containers last year, so 6 40-foot containers.
Russ Koval volunteers for the nonprofit. He says they get materials from hospitals, senior centers, and individual donations. After Peterson gets the supplies, he ships it off to a group of individuals who distribute the aid in Kyiv, Ukraine.
They don't care if it's out of date. They don't care what color it is, because they have nothing.
This time around, It's 40 boxes.
Roughly 900 pounds.
Peterson's been on this mission since December of 2024. While he wishes he wouldn't have to do it, he's determined to continue for as long as needed.
I know I can't control the outcome of this war, but I can control what I do in this garage with these boxes, and I'm going to pack them as good as I can and as long as I can and try to do what I think is my part.
These boxes will be picked up on Monday morning and take about 5 weeks to get to their destination in Ukraine. Reporting in Madison, Eliol Liberté, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Ellie. The Wisconsin Medical Project also has a shipment going to the Ivory Coast in 2 weeks. If you're interested in donating, you can visit WISC-MED, that's wismedproject.org. Now, you can check back with Alex. We're coming back after this as severe storms continue to move through southern Wisconsin. Right now, you're looking at Mayville in Dodge County. Some serious damage there. We'll be right back with details.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back, everyone, to this special edition of News 3 Now at 6, a little bit of a later one because we've been covering serious weather, severe weather making its way through the area. That has now passed, but we have a lot to get to in terms of the damage done.
You know, we've had hail reports here. We've seen viewers send in pictures of hail from grape-sized to maybe golf ball-sized hail in our area, but really where the most of the damage happened was up in Dodge County, and that is where Maddie Heimsch is right now. We are the first to get reporters into these areas where damage has happened and safely doing so. Let's go to Maddie Heimsch. She is live in the Dodge County seat of Juneau. Maddie?
You guys, we thought we were following the storms, but we just got caught in the middle of them as we were talking here to a family. I'm going to let you see what their house, their driveway looks like right now. They have 2 houses here and their trees are all down. We were just in the backyard and they had an entire shed that didn't really look like a shed anymore. They said their lawnmower was in it. We saw the lawnmower upside down. We know that their garage is completely damaged. And as we were talking to said family, it just started hailing on us. This was probably 5 minutes ago. Again, I thought we had come after the storm, and then as we're talking, it just suddenly started coming down. It's cleared up a little bit now. I think it's almost stopped, but we're still seeing lightning. We're still hearing that thunder. I'm hearing a little bit right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but I also heard from one of the people that lives in this house that there's another house up the street that's looking like a total loss and a barn across town facing that same fate. So we are here in Juneau County, or not Juneau County, we're here in Juneau in Dodge County looking at that damage. And I know Armand Rahman is in Portage seeing a similar scene, so I'm going to send it over to him. Armand?
Yeah, that's right, Maddie. We're here just outside of Portage. Behind me right now is the direction of Mayville, Juneau, where you are, Dodge County. And as you can see, that is a lot of clouds that have moved that way from the Portage and Wisconsin Dells area. We were in Wisconsin Dells earlier. Take a look at some of what we saw there. The dark clouds moving in, a lot of torrential rain downpouring, lightning as well as hail, and then tornado sirens, which is why we actually had to shelter in place with some other residents inside of a Quick Trip, who they all knew that it was too dicey to stay out on the roads. Take a listen.
It got really dark, and then it got yellow. And my phone just went crazy, telling me to tornado warnings. So I came here because it was pretty bad. My husband called, asked what I was doing. I said, I'm sick.
And like I said, we're headed right now to the Mayville area, whereas Alex and Blaze and the others have been saying there is a lot more damage right there from what seems to be tornadoes that move through that area. So yeah, be sure to keep watching News 3 Now and Channel3000.com as we continue following the storm that's been ripping across much of southern Wisconsin. For now, reporting just outside of Portage, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Armand, Maddie, thank you. They'll be proceeding safely into those areas. As we mentioned, Horicon, Juneau, and Mayville as well, seeing some of that damage in Dodge County, and as he mentioned, a little reason to take shelter as well.
And again,
parts of Columbia County.
Yeah, we'll have more too at 10. A lot of local areas saw that big hail. And when we come back, we'll check in with Alex as those severe storms continue to move out of our viewing area to find out what's next. We'll be right back. I know it's been a long afternoon, early evening for the forecast team, you guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Not completely done yet.
Well, we've got more storms in the forecast for tomorrow. Tonight, good news is that it will be quiet. I want to underline that. While we've had damage across the area, the rest of the night will be breezy and quiet. Windy, a couple more storms, Sarah and Eric, in southern Wisconsin as we go into Friday. Cool and dry as we head towards the weekend. But the rough stuff that we have been experiencing across all of the WISC viewing area is now moving out towards Lake Michigan, so we can breathe a sigh of relief. But we have damage now to assess and damage to pick up. Coming up tonight at 10, we'll do a recap of how these storms formed, who saw the worst damage, and then we'll take a peek at tomorrow's storm chances as well.
And as we mentioned, Armand and Maddie are in Dodge County assessing the damage. We'll have their reports tonight on News 3 Now at 10. We now get you ready for CBS Prime. See you back here tonight at 10.